Welcome back. We'll start with this technical analysis module. I will go through some 4 or 5 lectures of technical analysis, and then I will be doing little bit of fundamentals. So first 4 lectures we'll be seeing the basic introduction, different charts, what is support and resistance, and multiple time frame analysis. So this is what we'll be covering today. Next time we'll see candlesticks, trend lines, okay, bullish patterns, bearish patterns. I'm going into depth in each of these topics, so थोड़ा time लगेगा आपको सीखने के लिए, but definitely you will be able to do much better as we go ahead. So this is the first lecture of technical analysis. So the disclaimer here is that I am helping you with the understanding of the technical analysis and what are the levels at which you should enter or exit the stock. There is no, I'm not telling you to buy anything, okay, or sell anything. Any buying or selling is your decision. Take the help of a financial advisor. I'm trying to help you with understanding of the finance and the business. Technical analysis is nothing but the data analysis of price charts along with the volumes on any financial security or an instrument. It helps to arrive at the financial position of the particular stock, which direction it is moving. It makes us understand the supply and the demand position of the stock, because this is nothing but if there is a demand for a stock, the price of that stock will go up. If there is no demand, the price for the stock will go down. If the demand is high, the stock will go up. If the demand is low, the stock will go down. Some assumptions are there that we have to understand. One fact is that we are not smarter than the markets. Market is always right. And market considers all the factors into account. So today we already understood in this market that UK, Russia, the Ukraine, Russia problem is going to be there. We already understood inflation is there. We also understood that Fed meeting in this coming week is going to increase the interest rates by maximum 25 to 50 BPS, maximum 25, I believe. We also understood that the markets are not going to be very bullish this year. So the price is built up in this. If a company is doing well, some of the company P's are already considered the future gains during the period of the year. Some events which are happening domestically, globally, the election results were there, the market showed positive. Okay, some fears are there, some greeds are there. All this is already considered as having taken place, and the price is already taken that particular event into account. Sometimes this unnatural things which happens, sometimes natural things like what we saw was a war, which was not an expected thing, but we were hearing, but nobody expected that bhai Russia finally जाके attack करेगा. लेकिन Russia did it. And this kind of pandemic situation of coronavirus was not a known thing. So that cannot be discounted in the price. But once it happens, it has discounted that. Now it has also discounted that आगे का future trends in this coronavirus may not disrupt the market very badly. Okay, so that is also now got discounted in this particular thing, that we are aware that wave 4, wave 5, wave 6 of the virus will be handled much better and without much of a loss. Market always moves in a trend. The 2021 year was a bullish trend. 22 is a sort of a consolidation trend. Some of the people are saying we may go for a bear trend. But I have a feeling that we are not bearish. Long term, we are still bullish. long term we are still bullish. Only thing, we are moving in a consolidated manner. So now we have come down to 15,000, 16,000 levels, and we have started moving. So 16,000 से 18,000 जाने के लिए, 18,600 जाने के लिए, it's a long way to go. So we should move with the trends only in the markets. Always remember that. And there is one more assumption, is that history will repeat. And this repetition of history is a basic understanding that if a market has gone to a particular low level, there is a possibility that it will go near about that level. Okay. Or if it has gone up to a higher level, then it can go up to that particular level. So that is nothing but psychology driven. In a bull market, the psychology is to take the prices up. In a bear market, the psychology is to bring it down. Technical analysis is important because we understand how to put our trades. What is the risk I am taking and what is the reward I am getting? We understand that what level I can enter and what level I can exit. I can understand what is a good and what is a bad kind of fall or a rise. How I can improve on my return on investment. What is my basic way of doing my trade? Everything is based on probability. 60-70% of the time, the probability tells me that I am doing well. And it is a good thing. 60-70 is a good probability. Because I am having a risk reward ratio of 2:1, meaning 2 reward milega to 1 level risk. And if I'm positive 60% of the time, that is good enough to give me a net positive. So if you are in your portfolio, if you're having 20 stocks and at least 17, 16, 15 are doing well, 15 also are doing well, we should not get worried about those 2 or 3 stocks. All you should do is remove them. Okay. Many times we put a stop loss, but we don't follow that stop loss because we feel that wo stock acha tha, wo improve karega. Like in case of JM Financial, I was continuous. Believe me, I'm not being dishonest at all because I myself has got a loss. But I was continuously watching and I was seeing the fundamentals were good. But unfortunately, what was happening is market mein uska pickup hi nahi ho raha tha. And it can happen also that once we sell the stock, we'll find that particular stock has moved up. It can happen, and it is happening everywhere. When you buy a stock at a lower level and you'll see that the stock is still further gone low. So we cannot time the market at all. Even we can understand the charts and all. We are looking at the probability of how well our decisions are done. We try to maximize our profits. So if you have a thinking that all stocks will give me 30%, 40%, वो नहीं होने वाला. कभी-कभी आपको 10-12% से भी खुश होना पड़ेगा. But believe me, remember this, it is much better than an FD of 7%. We are in a position to apply technical analysis, not only to equities, but to metals, commodities, and currencies also. Technical analysis fail. It is not an exact science. It is a probabilistic thing. We cannot predict markets. Market has its own right. It thinks the way it does. It is a collective decision of so many people in the market. Crores of people all over the world. We have to try and see that our probability of success increases. Don't get swayed by greed, fear, FOMO. Because I sold Cipla, my son was telling me, Daddy, why you sold it at so low price? He does a lot of options and all. I'm learning a lot from him in options. I'm not going to do options, but I'm understanding this, how I can take care of my portfolio when the market is going to crash in the future events. So he was telling me why I should. So I was saying I'm contented with a 15, 17, 18% gain in Cipla because I don't want to hold the stock because I'm rebalancing my portfolio. So our greed should not be waiting कि मैं मंडे को वो stock वापस ऊपर गया तो ऊपर जा सकता है. मेरा प्रॉफिट्स मिला ना, वो काफी है. So that was my plan, and I put the levels at VTC in many stocks after looking at the charts. We should be process driven. If I'm not process driven, I'm seeing the market up, मैं ऊपर लेके गया और ऊपर लेके गया और ऊपर गया और suddenly वो गिर गया, तो next day morning I wake up and I get up and I see 200 down, gap down. So 200 points का gap down हुआ, सिप्ला वापस नीचे आके गिर गया. तो क्या हुआ, वो प्रॉफिट्स मेरा खाली पेपर पर था. So always be process driven, and if you have taken a decision, you are strong that ये level पे मेरे को profit book करना है, तो please book it. But that should be your decision. Remember this, not anyone else's decision. Define your processes and systems and always follow them. If you don't follow, it is your problem because you are not fixing or sticking to a particular method. Some of the charts which we have seen this, I'm showing you once again, but you already know. We are going to see candlestick charts. So a line chart is like this. This is my line chart. We take the close positions in the line chart. So on the trading view, I go to this symbol of charts. I click here and I click line. I'm seeing the Nifty 50 line charts. I'll remove some of this, hide it. नहीं तो तुमको मजा नहीं आएगा. Okay. I'm removing the Bollinger Band also. Okay. So this is my line chart of the Nifty 50 closing position on the day. And if I take this closing position ka trend line, I will have to wait for this to cross this. Okay. So these are my DMS. This is my 50 and this is my 200. So this is my position of my Nifty on the line chart. If I want to see the day chart, on the candles, this is my candlestick chart. If I want to see something called as Heiken Average is a chart which is a smoothened chart. There is not much of whipsaw movement. The chart is very smooth. This chart, many people, including me, use it for my portfolio. I have one lecture on long-term portfolio investment in which I take the Heiken Average chart as well as with the moving average. And then so at this point I enter and I don't do anything. I don't do anything till it goes below a particular moving average line, and then I exit. Once I exit, I don't touch till it comes to a level above that moving average, and I enter once again. Here I enter, here I exit, 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 exit. Here it is showing me I can enter once again. But I will not enter because this candle is not completely closed. Here it is closed. But I will wait for 1 or 2 more confirmations, and then I will see if it is breaking the trend line, and then I move for it. So that is how we can use the line chart also. So here is a typical line chart. This line chart is based on the closing price. Then a bar chart. Here is the bar chart. The left hand side on the bar is the open price. The right hand side on the bar is the close price. If the open is below the close, it means a green candle is formed. If open is above the close, it means a red candle is formed. This is the lower level and this is the high. The bar chart is nothing but as good as my same chart which we have seen in the candle chart. Supposing I take this and I draw a This is the body. Then if you see, it is nothing but it is something parallel to my. So same way, I'm putting the green colors to show you that is a green chart. If I take a red color and I plot a this becomes my candle. So the bar chart and the candle charts are very similar. Actually, it is a different way in which it is shown. Some of the people use this way, some people use the. So it is nothing different. It is one and the same. On the trading view also we can see this. Go to the charts, bar chart, and you can see here, same thing. So green candle open was here, close was here. Open was here, sorry, close is here. Open, close, open, close. Now this is a doji kind of candle. Open and close are at the same level. Open, close, open on the left, close on the right. This is also a doji kind of candle. We'll see in the doji candles in the lecture of. So here is my candlestick chart. Sorry, my bar chart basically. Then here we have the candlestick chart. The stock is going upwards, range bound and downwards. So we'll see the other. Now main topic is this, support and resistance. Support and resistance are places where price has reacted in the past and will possibly react in the future as well. Support is the lower level of the stock. It is a support. I'm standing on the floor. It is a support. Resistance is the upper level. On my floor, the roof of the floor is my resistance level. It is the upper level of the stock can reach. When the stock price fall down, it goes to the support levels. When it goes up, it goes to the resistance level. The best level to buy a stock is to wait for a proper bottom level. So identify the support levels and then enter. In our language, we also call support as a demand zone. Support and resistance is the heart of the technical analysis because it gives me trading opportunities. We use support and analysis to see whether there can be a reversal. The stock is falling down and it pauses and then it goes up. So if we see a reversal in the trend, we will be seeing them at support and resistance. So currently it is falling down. It has come down to some levels which we feel that from here it will go up. So that is the bottom of the levels. So support area will be happening at the downtrend, at the lower level, where we wait for the lower level to happen and we draw a demand zone at that level. So support or accumulation, we'll see the name accumulation used in the next lecture, or demand or buy zones are nothing but they all are, we are talking about the same thing. Support can be drawn as a level or it can draw as an area or zone. Similarly, resistance is nothing but the upper level. When we are looking at the upper level of the stocks, maximum kahan tak pahunchega, kitna tak pahunch sakta hai. So the upper level can be the last upper level of 52-week high or all-time high, or if it is a growth stock, you will have to look at the Fibonacci retracement at 1.61%. When we talk about resistance, we also talk as the word distribution, or we can say supply, or we can use the word sell. They all are meaning similar things. The market psychology is a very important part because market remembers the history and the conditions which are happening in the history is very much anticipated by the market and the movement of the market. It is not only I as a trader who will think or investor will think, even the others will also look at the same charts and they will come to the position of यहाँ तक हमको जाना है, यहाँ तक हम ले सकते हैं. I can also use trend lines, which we'll see later, and moving averages for my supports. Okay. Support moving average, I can show you here only. Just now, we have seen that. Supposing I take my some stock, I'll take. Let us take TCS and let us draw the moving average. So I'm having the 10-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. I'm removing the other moving averages. And I'm showing the candlestick chart. So see this. The light blue one is the 10-day and the green one is the, what is that? 10 and 20. Okay. So you can see ये स्टॉक ने ये यहाँ सपोर्ट लिया, यहाँ वो नीचे आ गया, 20 मूविंग एवरेज पे सपोर्ट लिया. You can see the blue line के very near it is moving. So this moving average of 10 day or 20 days can act as my support. This is a curvy nature of support. Okay. Now it has fallen below. So what is happening? The stock was in a weak position. But अभी आप देख रहे हैं ये ग्रीन का सपोर्ट ले रहा है, 20 मूविंग एवरेज का सपोर्ट ले रहा है. So as a trader, if I decide that at a particular level, I'll look at my support. So normally we look at the support at 20 or 50 or 200. So if my 20-day moving average, if I see the stock has taken the support here, here, here. इसके बाद वो support को break करके नीचे आ गया. Then this becomes my resistance. ये break करके ऊपर गया, लेकिन ये false breakout हुआ, थोड़ा ही ऊपर गया, वापस वो नीचे गिर गया और फिर बुरी तरह से नीचे गिरा 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 गिरा, ऊपर गया, नीचे गया और वापस. Now this becomes my resistance. TCS is facing a resistance of 20-day moving average और यहां तक वो जाके ऊपर जाने का उसको difficult पड़ रहा है, ऊपर जाने का उसको difficult पड़ रहा है. And what is the moving average? It is my 20-day moving average. You can see here, I've taken this SMA 20-day with a green line. Now, if I see my other stock, like what is this? Tata Steel. See this Tata Steel. यहाँ उसको रेजिस्टेंस हुआ, गिरा, यहां से उसने थोड़ा सपोर्ट लिया, मूविंग अलोंग द सपोर्ट, वंस अगेन इट फेल, रेजिस्टेंस, upper level resistance, it crossed and it took the support. Now many a times you will find the same support level, sometimes it is existing as a support and next it is existing as a resistance. This is called as change in polarity. We'll see that also in this lecture only. So यहाँ वो support पे घुमा और नीचे आके वो resistance बन गया. So there is a change in polarity in the technical terms. यहाँ वो नीचे गिरा, फिर वो cross किया resistance को. It broke the resistance of the 20 moving average and now it is moving up, 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 up. So that is how the movement happens. Now, how do I identify my support and resistances? So now we are looking at the straight lines and then we'll see the curve lines for moving average later. So how do I identify that? First thing, I'll open a chart. First point I'm looking, look for extreme swing high or swing lows. So let us open a chart and I'm removing everything. Okay. ये मैं टाटा स्टील का लेता हूँ because Tata Steel gives me both levels, नीचे का भी ऊपर का भी, ठीक है. Look for the extreme highs and lows. तो ये मेरा nearest swing high है. And where is my low? The low is here. You can see this. So nearest swing high ये है, उसके बाद और एक swing high है ऊपर, ये nearest swing low है, and you can see here, as I told you today morning also, 1 2 3 4 4 टाइम वो सपोर्ट लिया उसका, 4 टाइम उसने सपोर्ट लिया. I can draw this as my zone also if I want to. What I'll do in the zone, I'll touch the body and try to cover the wicks of everything. और यहां क्या हुआ, ऊपर so what I'm saying, there are so many levels which is showing me. You can see this level, the horizontal line. यहां वो सपोर्ट ले रहा था, वो नीचे आया, फिर वो सपोर्ट उसका भी नीचे का हो गया, लेकिन वो ये लेवल अभी रेजिस्टेंस बन गया उसके लिए. और just recently it has broken this resistance and started moving up. What is this? My resistance became my support, then once again become my resistance, and once again it has become my support. This point is called as change in polarity. Where is my, yeah. This is called as change in polarity. I'm writing a CIP short form. What does it indicate? It indicates that the same point once upon a time was existing at my resistance has now become my support. Now once again it has become my resistance. तो टाटा स्टील यहां तक नीचे गिरा, उसका लोएस्ट पे गया, यहां उसने 3-4 टाइम सपोर्ट लिया और अभी उसने ये रेजिस्टेंस ब्रेक किया. ये ब्रेक करने के बाद वो once again it is taking support. अगर मार्केट का कंडीशंस उसके लिए अच्छा है तो ये जाके ऊपर जाएगा. कहां तक ऊपर जाएगा? वेरी फर्स्ट रेजिस्टेंस लेवल यहां तक, विच इज माय नियरेस्ट स्विंग हाई. सो नियरेस्ट स्विंग हाई 1420 तक वो जा सकता है. उसके बाद अगर ये भी तोड़ा उसने तो जाके वो ये लेवल पे जाएगा. ये लेवल क्या है? 1421. नो सॉरी, ये दूसरा लेवल क्या है? 1516. सो ये पहला लेवल 1420 का, अगर ये तोड़ा तो दूसरा लेवल 1520 का है, मींस अबाउट 100 पॉइंट्स अबाउट इट. सो व्हाट आई डू, आई लुक फॉर माय एक्सट्रीम हाई एंड लोज इन द रिसेंट टाइम. पहला टाइम मेरा रिसेंट ये है, ये मेरा रिसेंट वाला है. उसके बाद वो ब्रेक किया तो नेक्स्ट रिसेंट बिकम्स दिस फॉर हाई एंड लो. This is my high and this is my low. Low level तो ये है अभी रिसेंट. ये क्या देखा, यहां भी यही सेम लेवल है, सेम लेवल है. तो देखा जाएगा तो ये 1 2 3 4 5 6 टाइम वो सेम लेवल पे 1065 पे आके वो ऊपर बाउंस किया है. और उसने एक अच्छा CIP बनाया, which is this. Your CIP is moving with the movement. So this is my CIP, which is called as change in polarity. My support becomes my resistance and my resistance become my support as the price is moving. But this level is a very important level. यहां से मैं सपोर्ट बनता हूं और यहां से ही मैं रेजिस्टेंस भी बन जाता हूं, depending upon what and what is that level. That level is around 1244. So 1244 से वापस वो नीचे गिरा और नीचे आया तो it will become the resistance level. Just now 1244 is my support level. I hope you all are following it. Look at areas where there are multiple rejections. Rejections मतलब क्या? वो आके वापस हिट हुआ और वापस गया. यहां से देखिए ऊपर गया, यहां हिट हुआ, नीचे आया, वापस गया. ये ऊपर का लेवल पे नहीं गया, यहां तक ही गया, वापस ये सेम लेवल पे आया. वन रिजेक्शन, सेकंड रिजेक्शन, थर्ड रिजेक्शन. जब भी वो 2-3 टाइम वो हिट करता है सपोर्ट को, तो वो ब्रेक हो जाता है. वॉल बिकम्स, इफ आई कीप ऑन हैमरिंग द वॉल विद अ नेल, the nail will go inside. The nail is thick, big, good enough. It is going to hit the wall further and further. The nail will break the wall. So here, the third time it broke the wall and it came down. यहाँ कितना टाइम रिजेक्शन हुआ? एक टाइम, दो टाइम, तीन टाइम, चार टाइम मल्टीपल रिजेक्शन हुआ और वापिस वो ऊपर गया. ऊपर टाइम कितना टाइम हिट किया? एक टाइम, दो टाइम, और तीसरा टाइम में वो ऊपर गया. Why it went up? Because the Ukraine-Russia conditions became favorable for the stock. But sitting over here, when it started moving up, it was an opportunity for people to buy. And if you remember, I used to say, Tata still मैं बेचूंगा नहीं, because I know it is a good stock. हिंडाल्को अगर आप देखेंगे तो हिंडाल्को में भी आपको अच्छा मौका है, अभी भी वो आगे निकलेगा, लेकिन अभी बाय करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, because it is already very high. See your Hindalco. So what is my swing high in Hindalco? Recent swing high. अभी एक हाई बना चुका है. उसके आगे वाला हाई कितना था? ये देखिए, ये दो टाइम वो उसने हिट करके थर्ड टाइम में वो ऊपर गया. उसका रिसेंट लो क्या है? ये सब. वेल, लेट अस टेक सम मल्टीपल लेवल्स. ये एक लो लेवल, low level. So can you see that? Now if I want to draw the color point of view, my demand zone, there is a method which I'll show you sometime. Just now I'm putting myself fixing to this particular thing only. So I'll show you, this is becomes my demand zone, but there is a method. A clear demand zone नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी अभी आप explanation point of view से you can consider that. And this becomes my supply zone. It has already broken this, so my nearest supply zone is somewhere here. So what is the range in which this stock is going to move? It is going to move in this range. Now in between, I'll see so many small levels. I may not be using these levels. Why? Because these levels are for my intraday traders. यहाँ से यहाँ. ये इंट्राडे जो करते हैं ना, एक दिन में लेना बेचना, उनके लिए वो लेवल्स है. तो मैं यहाँ जाऊंगा, यहाँ से बाय करूंगा और यहाँ जाके मैं सेल करूंगा. यहाँ बाय किया, यहाँ सेल किया, यहाँ सेल किया, यहाँ बाय किया. Those are people like daily income trade करते हैं, hourly income trade करते हैं, उनके लिए वो intraday levels है. But for me as a swing trader, I will look for the lower levels and wait for it. यहाँ से मैं वहां तक की राह देखूंगा. As I had mentioned in my earlier mention, 640 तक वो जाना चाहिए. अभी तक 620 तक गया. Maybe it has come down a little bit. Wait for your time. It will go up also. So multiple rejections is what we are looking. And once it touches that support and resistance, there should be a significant movement. ये देखिए, ये movement, ये support का touch किया यहाँ का level पे और significant movement हुआ, इतना बड़ा movement हुआ. That movement is important. ये छोटा movements is only for my intraday fellows. But if I see from here my big levels, the movement is very big from here. If you see, if I am looking at my what I'm saying as an investor, my movement from year to year is quite a big movement. If I take from that March 2020 from year to year, it is quite a big movement. Supposing I'm a long-term investor and I want to wait for my charts, तो मैं यहाँ से रुका हूँ, मैं निकालना ही नहीं रहा है, मैं निकालने वाला नहीं हूँ. थोड़ा नीचे जाएगा चलेगा, ये थोड़ा retracement 10-15% हुआ, निकलेगा, no problem. I am waiting for a bigger movement and I know Hindalco is going to give me that. And I am actually accumulating Hindalco. मेरे पास अभी 500 हो गया. कब से है? मेरे पास 100-200 का लेवल से. Why I am accumulating? Because I know this is a master stock in the aluminum industry. और अभी रशिया ने तो उसको हेल्प किया. Russia being the second largest exporter Hindalco is into advantage position. Similarly, I have started at National Aluminium. So you have to look at that levels. So what I'm trying to tell you, when the movement is happening in the stock, look at a large and significant movement. That tells me that ये support movement है. And as soon as I open this particular page, I should be in a one glance में मेरे को पता चला ये मेरा ऊपर है, ये मेरा नीचे है, ये मेरा उसके नीचे है. एक glance में मेरे को पता चलना चाहिए कि ये मेरा support and resistance level है. It should be obvious to you at first glance that a good number of candles and wicks should touch the support and resistance. खाली एक कैंडल टच किया वो मेरा सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस नहीं होने वाला है. गुड नंबर ऑफ कैंडल्स आर टचिंग, गुड नंबर ऑफ कैंडल्स आर टचिंग. आगे पीछे भी हो सकता है, लाइक ये थोड़ा ऊपर है, ये थोड़ा नीचे है, ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल. आई एम कंसिडरिंग ये मेरा इंट्राडे का लेवल्स है. तो मैं इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग करता हूं तो यहां से मैं देखता हूं कि यहां से मैं बाय करूंगा, ऊपर गया नीचे आएगा, यहां बाय करूंगा, एंड आई विल वेट फॉर माय सेल. सो दिस इज माय एंट्री लेवल एंड दिस इज माय टारगेट लेवल. Big support and resistance areas are where there is a big action taking place. Minor support and resistance areas are for intraday traders. A big levels is for big traders where there are big number of orders. Which is that big orders? Which is called as the financial institutions or domestic institutions. And when the candle is like this, a leg in and then a good amount of rise in the, which tells me that this is the area where is a good buying which has happened. और अगर ये स्टॉक रिट्रेसमेंट हुआ, नीचे गया, वापस यहाँ आया, I will enter at this level. I will enter at this level. Many times we see a stock having both support and resistance, which we saw just now in one of the stocks, which was that stock, Tata Steel, I think so. A particular level, ये resistance है, वापस ये अभी support बन जाएगा. We saw that in Tata Steel. That is called as nothing but change in polarity. This was my resistance. Now this becomes my support. That is my change in polarity. You can see here. ये मेरा resistance था, फिर support बना, फिर वापस resistance बना, और वापस वो support बना है. Change in polarity. That is this point number 5. Change in polarity. Earlier resistance level becomes my new support level if in the uptrend. Earlier support level becomes my new resistance level. Okay, in the sorry, मेरा एक mistake हुआ. This is the downtrend. Earlier resistance ऊपर का, when it comes down, ठीक है, both are right. Okay, no, it's okay, no problem. ये बराबर है. Now one more thing I have to be remember is I should be looking at the recent levels. I cannot take the support and resistance which is far beyond. ये वाला तो ठीक है, सेम है, लेकिन ये वाला तो मैं नहीं ले सकता हूँ. पहला ये लेवल पे आएगा, उसके बाद वो ये लेवल पे जाएगा. So I have to take the most recent ones when I'm looking at my stocks. ये मेरा recent levels है, इसको अभी support लिया, अगर वो ऊपर जाएगा तो ये लेवल पे जाएगा, अगर उसको तोड़ा तो इसका ऊपर लेवल जाएगा. Many a times we'll be able to see only the wicks touching it or the body of the candle touching it. You may cut the wicks, but you should not cut the body of the candles for drawing support and resistance. If you are finding that many wicks and bodies are not touching, you may draw a zone, which we have seen the green color and the red color zones. Drawing the zones will accommodate candle closing and the wicks. In a zone, we expect the price action to take place in that particular area, in that zone. The zone size should not be very thick, otherwise you will have to make it into thin ones. That is a better way of doing it. If the candle goes above the zone, sometimes it happens that way. We get a false thinking कि ये मेरा increase हो गया. ये देखिए, ये मेरा कैंडल, ये जोन, ये लेवल के ऊपर गया, ये ऊपर गया और मैं सोचा कि स्टॉक ऊपर निकला। उसके बाद क्या हुआ, गैप डाउन हुआ, कंटिन्यूसली नीचे आ गया, गैप डाउन हुआ, नीचे आया, फिर मैं सोचा कि वो नीचे गया, चलो ब्रेक डाउन हुआ, फिर वापस क्या हुआ, वापस ऊपर गया। सो दिस इज अ पोजीशन ऑफ फॉल्स ब्रेक डाउन, ब्रेक आउट ऊपर और ब्रेक डाउन दोनों फॉल्स हुआ, फॉल्स सिग्नल्स। Many a times we get false signals. That is why we say it is not an exact science. If the candle exceeds the supply, the support or the resistance levels, it can also show you a false breakout. For small levels, we will be used by the intraday traders, not by us. If on a particular support or a resistance, a very big candle is formed. ये देखिए, ये कैंडल, ये काफी बड़ा कैंडल है और उसका प्रीवियस कैंडल भी बड़ा है और यहां भी ये बड़ा था. When this big candles are shown, you can see here also this big candle, it gives me an indication definitely यहाँ बहुत अच्छा buying होने वाला है. You can see your buying, you can see the green color. ये देखिए, ये ग्रीन कैंडल का वॉल्यूम काफी अच्छा बाइंग हुआ. यहां देखिए, ये ग्रीन कैंडल का वॉल्यूम, see this, it crossed the resistance level and the green candle was a very big candle and see the volume happened, fantastic volume. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि ये मेरा स्टॉक अच्छी तरह से good amount of buying has happened and who has bought, मैं और तू और छोटे छोटे हम लोग चन्निया मनिया नहीं होते, वो big FIIs होते हैं. Big amount of buying has happened which is taking the stock up like anything. हम लोग 50-100 बाय कर सकते हैं, वो तो 100 करोड़ के बाय करते हैं, 50 करोड़ के बाय करते हैं. Now, if I want to draw my charts, this is the point which I am explaining, the last one. For small things, scalper and all, they will use the small internal charts. If I see a very big candle at the support or resistance, it tells me there is a good probability of that direction taking place. When I'm drawing support and resistance for a swing trader like me, I will use the weekly chart first and then come to my daily chart. तो मैं यहाँ आपको डेली चार्ट में दिखाऊं. अगर मैं वीकली चार्ट में, you can see my weekly chart. This is the level it is telling me. ये लेवल पे लेके आया मैं उसको, ये लेवल पे नीचे लाया. So this is my better representation. ये बराबर है, ये चेंज इन पोलैरिटी दिखा रहा है. देखिए ये लेवल देखिए. So when I see my weekly chart and then I come to my daily chart, I am presenting my, what you say, the support and resistances at the proper level. Now supposing I am a very long term trader, then I will look at the monthly chart. और मंथली चार्ट में मेरा कौन सा पोजीशन है, ये लेवल है और ये लेवल है. सो ये दो लेवल becomes my, this becomes my demand zone. You can see this level, I am putting it as a demand zone, and this becomes my support zone. So what is my, as a long term investor or a long term positional trader, I am going to move in this level. When I go to my swing point of view, weekly chart में मैंने देखा, it is telling me यही level है जहां तू move कर. First तेरा एक resistance है, उसके बाद ये resistance है. And then if I want to be as a day trader, execution level पे मैं ये देखूंगा, ये charts देखूंगा. अभी यहां तक पहुंचाऊं, यहां तक पहुंचने का है मेरे को. So from 1300 levels, I have to reach 1420 levels. वो पहुंच गया. If I move across this, then I will come to my 1457 to 1520 levels. So that is how I move in my positions. What is my buy or sell decision? Never think कि ये ऊपर निकला support के ऊपर immediately मैं buy कर लूं. No, I want to take care of my candle formation देखना चाहिए. So first thing I'll see, what are the candlestick patterns which are formed. whether I am able to get a demand zone or a supply zone, whether it is showing double bottom, triple bottom, 4 times bottom, or double top, triple top, 4 times tops, or showing me head and shoulder, or showing me some ascending triangle. All these things, if I see, दो तीन चीज मेरे को इसमें से मिला, and it is in confluence, then I will take my trade. Otherwise, I am a foolish person to do, because I'll end up losing money. Sometimes we make these mistakes. We become बहुत जल्दी में होते हैं. So this is what you have seen now. One thing I want to show you, I'm repeating this multiple time frame for a swing trader. If you want, you can take a picture of this. For a swing trader, I will use, what I use is weekly chart, daily chart, and then I use my hourly chart. For a swing trader, I use my weekly chart, daily chart, and hourly chart. For BTST kind of trade, same thing. It is like a swing only. I buy it today and I sell it tomorrow. It is the same thing. Weekly chart, day chart, and hourly chart. For positional trader, STBT we cannot do. For positional trader, I go little more. Okay, I work on my day chart, but I look at the weekly for my trend, whether it is bullish or bearish, and I look at my monthly chart also. For portfolio building, I look only at my monthly and quarterly charts, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. Any question, anything? Hope you like the lecture. Anything
Yes,
you want to?
it was good, but very heavy too.
Yes, you go through this video a couple of times. I'll tell you truthfully, most of your postgraduates or something, it has taken you years of education. Same thing, you are still doing ABC. Okay, we'll be moving ahead and I will keep on doing it. Only I need some motivation levels from you all. If you all are there all the time, I will continue with it. I'm happy that I'm going into a lot of depth. If you see whatever I've shown you there, go through the videos of so many people. They don't go into the depth. ये SNR पे मैंने इतना depth में गया हूँ. Okay, you can see this chart also. I've shown you on the live chart. This is my support level, then it becomes the resistance level, then it becomes the support level. So this is nothing but change in polarity. See here, the resistance in the foreign exchange chart, then the support, then once again the resistance. This is nothing but change in polarity. Okay, so next time I'll be doing you is the trend. I will be doing a theory which is called as Dow's theory along with the trend lines, and I will show you how the trend lines also are used for doing the support and all. Okay, so take care of yourselves. We'll see you later. I'm
Thank you.
ending the session. God bless.